This is Geraldo, the snake handler, and inside this crate is a fer de lance. It's one of the world's most venomous snakes. There's something very primeval about these things, and this is a very frightening example.
In order to produce the serum, you've got to extract the venom. Not the most comfortable procedure either for the snake or its handlers.
So hold. Ooh.
It was frightening enough just holding the tail, but for Geraldo and Danilo this was all in a day's work. The process is called milking. The snake is forced to strike so that the venom can be collected in a test tube. The fer de lance produces a hemotoxin. If you're bitten by one, first it stops your blood from clotting, and then it slowly digests your flesh. Its victim will be dead within hours. To make the life-saving serum, a cocktail of venom has to be collected from 3 different viper species before being injected into a horse which can safely produce antibodies in its blood. It's a painful process for all concerned, but when hundreds of lives are saved every year, it has to be a worthwhile sacrifice.
There are about 800 snake attacks a year in Costa Rica, and 70% of them come from these creatures. And getting those fangs deep into your arm or your leg is probably one of the most unpleasant things I can imagine. It's just the sheer amount of venom that comes out of there.
I have to admit to feeling a bit sorry for the poor snake, but even so, I couldn't wait for it to be safe and sound back in that crate.
Geraldo, muchas gracias. I feel great relief. Oh, the tension was quite extraordinary. I mean, you're in good hands, but nonetheless, when you see the fangs on that creature, it's nothing short of terrifying. This is the fang of the snake. It just fell out. When it gets back in its crate, within 24 hours, it will have grown another one, like a propelling pencil or a quiver of arrows. Not the sort of thing you want to put under your pillow at night. And this is what came out. Imagine that injected into your body.